Hi, I'm Justin Jensen, and welcome to my channel. It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust, sweat, and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and may fall again and again, because there is no effort without error or shortcoming. Teddy Roosevelt. Good morning, October 11th, 2022. Hope everyone is doing well this morning. Thank you so much for joining me.
Hey everybody, welcome.
I greatly appreciate it, and I don't know what the hell my phone just did.
Everything true crime. And I'm going to get right to the point.
Hold on one second. So sorry about that. My phone is possessed sometimes. Good to see you all. Thank you so much for joining us. So today we are back on the case with little Quinton. Such a sad case, guys. Yeah, that was 10 to life. She is good. I don't know how that happened though, but yeah. So back on the case with little Quinton, and it does feel like it's been longer than day 6, and it feels like maybe we are closer to getting answers. I really want to hope so and pray that we do. And there's some breaking news this morning. We have the 911 call. You know, that was a big thing in the beginning, was why haven't we heard the 911 call? And in the press conference, I think it was yesterday, the sheriff had said they were kind of keeping it to the glove. I don't know if it leaked or what, but the news outlets does have it. Jaja, sorry, my dog. And yes, if you guys would go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, I would very much really appreciate it. We're going to get right into this. And let's see what's going on here. Need to open up some things. I always forget to open up this stuff before we start. I hate that, but it is what it is. So let's see if this, okay, here, let's go ahead and start off with a bang. We're going to listen to that 911 call. And okay, so this is brought to you by WJCL.com. Full credit is to them using this under the 1976 Fair Use Act for commentary
The story
purposes.
begins with a pearl.
Oh, you
As the
don't
leading
say.
online retailer of pearl jewelry, the Pearl Source offers
Yes, I love
high-quality.
this commercial.
Well, happening right now, dozens of local and federal agents are combing through our area for this little boy missing since Wednesday. We're talking about 20-month-old Quinton Simmons.
We want to get right out to our Nakaya Carrero now live at the Chatham County Police headquarters. Nakaya, talk us through the new updates that you have this morning.
Frank, Olivia, for the very first time since Quinton Simmons was reported missing, we are hearing what 911 dispatchers told police officers the morning he disappeared.
We have a signal 56. The plaintiff as her 1-year-old son is missing. She woke up, her door was open, but as he's unable to open a door, I think someone came in and took him.
Another update this morning, Chatham County Police Chief Jeff Hadley is now saying they're looking into everybody and everything, making the first mention of a potential criminal case.
We're looking.
So it's interesting what they said about the door. I'll just note that, and I'll leave it there for now.
Looking at it from multiple fronts, and one of it being a criminal investigation, as well as, a missing child at this point. We don't have anything confirmed, so we can't say anything absolutely.
So I just want to say, in the beginning, the sheriff was saying that they have no evidence. They wasn't thinking it was, foul play around it. However, I think that was strategic, in my opinion, so they could really get the investigation down and people not be so uptight, if you will, the family or whoever their suspects was, in my opinion.
We spotted Chatham County police officers and FBI agents at the boys' home on Buckhalter Road yesterday. They were searching the home again and even draining the pool. All this as they continue to work to figure out what happened to little Quinton. Don't forget, Chatham County Police has also set up a tip line. It goes directly to the detective on this case. The number is on your screen. It's 912-667-3134. We also have that number for you on our website, wjcl.com. And here's another look at Quinton. He was last seen at that home off Buckhalter Road in Chatham County.
Look at this precious little boy. Tell me, how could anyone in their loving minds hurt something this precious? Why? Mama Llama, good point. From what I understand, the pool wasn't being that really cared for, so it may have been dirty. They may have not been able to see through it. The water, I don't know, but I'm sure that they wanted to check all the precautions. They may wanted to even check behind the liners to see if there was any filter areas where they could potentially, even as hard as this is to say, to put a child. So I thought of that as well.
Last Wednesday morning. If you have any information, call that tip line. Again, it's 912-667-3134. Frank, Olivia.
Hey, Nakaya, while we have you out there, what about the 911 call made by the mother? Have we received that call yet?
Well, Frank, we requested the 911 call from Chatham County Police Department, but Chief Hadley told WJCL 22 that they don't want to release that call because it is an ongoing investigation and they don't want to compromise the case. Frank, Olivia, back to you.
Yay, the Amber Channel. Thank you, my love. Guys, we had an eventful night last night. We'll talk about that on my other channel, but with some stuff from from Michelle. It was just insane, to be honest with you. Anyway, thank you, Amber. I appreciate it. Well, it comes to a missing child. Nothing should be off the table. Didn't a neighbor say the mom left the house before calling 911? Correct. Yes. I will, my dear. Thank you. Thank you, my love. I appreciate it. Thank you. Guys, please consider becoming a member of the channel. It's a great way you can help out the channel, help us grow, and keep us alive. So, thank you. Who cares? It's just me. Thank you for keeping us updated, Justin. Oh, you're very kind. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. So I want to replay the 911 part again. So
Well, happening right now, dozens of local and federal agents are combing through our area for this little boy missing since Wednesday. We're talking about 20-month-old Quinton Simmons.
We want to get right out to our Nakaya Carrero now live at the Chatham County Police headquarters. Nakaya, talk us through the new updates that you have this morning.
Frank, Olivia, for the very first time since Quinton Simmons was reported missing, we are hearing what 911 dispatchers told police officers the morning he disappeared.
We have a signal 56. The plaintiff as her 1-year-old son is missing. She woke up, her door was open.
Okay, so she's saying that she woke up and that her door was open. Now she has a security system in her home. Maybe she did not turn it on. Is there any cameras outside? Does anybody know that? I haven't even checked on that yet, to be honest. Are they thinking the mom did something? In my opinion, yes, probably. It does sound familiar, doesn't it? To me, it's like a Casey Anthony Summer Wells mix in between all over again. He looks so different in the picture because of his hair. Yes. Another baby should buy these morons. How much did another baby been sold these morons? How much did you make this? Yeah. The babysitter has cameras outside and then she turned it. Now, I personally don't believe that the babysitter did anything. She has a history. She has a record too, but before she was supposed to go there, 30 minutes before she was supposed to go there, we have to remember that she was called and said, no need to show up. And then mom magically wakes up at 9 a.m. and her child is gone and the door is open. Nope. Anna Megan Boswell. Yeah, you're right, Chrissy. You're absolutely right. Yes, it is another rabbit hole. I'll play it. I'll play it. We're actually kind of playing it right now. It's not this is the dispatch, very similar to what we have with the Summer Wells case. We don't have Dawn or Candace Wells saying, but generally the dispatcher, tells them obviously the main points of what the person calling 911.
He disappeared.
Here we go.
We have a signal 56. The plaintiff as her 1-year-old son is missing. She woke up, her door was open. As he's unable to open a door, saying someone came in and took him.
Another update this morning, Chatham County Police Chief Jeff Hadley is now saying they're looking into everybody and everything, making the first mention of a potential criminal case.
We're looking at it from multiple fronts, and one of it being a criminal investigation, as well as, a missing child at this point. We don't have anything confirmed, so we can't say anything absolutely.
So I will say that, thankfully the sheriff finally put out that, they are at least considering a, foul play, which in my opinion, it is foul play, and potentially, in my opinion, probably from the mother, the parents, right? But I will say that my team and I, we were looking the other day, and there are so many sex offenders in that area, and very, very close. I mentioned this the other day. It makes the Wells area, and there's a lot around the Wells, but it makes the Wells area look very vast compared to this area. It's that bad. And there are some very, very bad people that lives very close. And absolutely, I see you. She threatened to OD Zane on cough medicine and melatonin if he didn't go to sleep. Now, to me, it sounds like what happened was, my theory is she gave him, hold on. My theory is that she gave little Quinton cough syrup, melatonin, or something like that. Cough syrup would interfere with his breathing, and she woke up that morning getting ready for the babysitter to come over, and she found him deceased. And whatever happened at that point, they did something with little Quinton, and by the time 9 comes around, hold on. Sorry, my dog. By the time 911 rolls or 9 o'clock rolls around, that is when everything is taken care of, and 911 is called. Thank you, Angie. In my opinion, something happened between the time they picked the kids up and when they texted the babysitter. Yes. Then texted the babysitter to start the cover up. Yeah. Yeah. Called the babysitter at 5:30. Thank you so much. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you for your cover. Oh, thank you, honey. I appreciate you, Stacy. Thank you so much. So, I believe that was it on that one. Right? But the Chatham County and police, the FBI, all of that, they're really working a lot. So we have this as well. Let me. The Chatham County police investigators are now at another property. Quinton's grandfather, he owns this property. He told me he cut the locks off sheds here so the police could look inside. They didn't find anything. So, this makes you wonder, right? This makes you wonder, Oh, thank you so much, Cuckoo Bee. I got chills. You might be spot on that. Yeah. Thank you, Cuckoo Bee. Appreciate you, sweetheart. You know, did they get any phone pings? Like, what made them go to this property? What made them go to this property? Cassie, I really wonder that myself. Is little Quinton in the landfill? She looks too uncaring to really plan. Yeah, I mean it's possible. The thing with landfills that really, it's really hard to find someone in a landfill. It's even if you know the area. So I was looking at a case the other, I don't know, maybe last week, and it was a kid, and they know this kid is in the landfill. Like, they know. They know the area that this kid is in, the landfill. They looked for 6 months. 6 months, a group of people searching. They still never found this kid. Never found this kid. Wasn't Cupcake McKinney found in landfill after a dumpster was dumped from an apartment building? I don't know. Cupcake McKinney, like Serenity McKinney? Is that who you mean? Yes, 6 months, and it was one of the, I think it was in like Ohio, I want to say, but it was like one of the most expensive searches in that state's history. So it's like, well, if the child is in the landfill, is it better or is it not? I don't know the answer to that. If they get a chance on Fast Enough, they have it. That's exactly right. Sweet and Spice. Yes, if they get on this very quickly, it is much more likely that they will find little Quinton. A couple new articles are out as well. Let me see here. This was dropped just maybe an hour or so ago. But going back to the grandfathers, do they have some? They would have to have, you would think, some sort of potential that the child could be there, right? You would think. I don't think that they're just going to go to this random, spot and just start searching. Thank you, Mama Llama. I appreciate it. That's what I was wondering, where he was at. Yeah. It was. Now, this is another thing I thought of. What time does the trash run? Does anyone know what time the trash runs? I forgot to check on that. I saw a comment, and that's when I thought I was going to go check on that, but I forgot. Let's say that the trash ran at 7 a.m. Well, after the trash ran, is that when they called the cops? Does it run at 8 a.m.? Does it run at 8:30, and that's when they called around 9? That is another potential thing that could have happened. Maybe the mother mentioned the grandfather. It looks like Dawn and Candace, they're all different under the, yeah. Yep, they certainly will. I think Lilana was there the night before. Lie detector test done. I'm hearing she failed. Supposedly Danny passed. I have heard the same. Thank you so much, Camille. Appreciate you. My dog is so hyper today. I'm sorry. Many cargo ships come into Savannah and the Savannah River. Their traffic. Oh, I don't feel like, in my opinion, I don't feel like this baby was sold at all. I feel like this is neglect by either the mother snapping or by medicine. But I really feel like there's some type of drugs involved, if you ask me. All right. Let me show you this. So this was just dropped just a little bit ago.
For Quinton Simon, for a missing Savannah toddler has now entered its 6th day, and there are still more questions than answers. Chatham County Police Chief Jeff Hadley gave an update on the search for Quinton Simon just hours ago. Simon was reported missing by his mother on the morning of October 5th. Police say they immediately requested FBI assistance to help search for the toddler. While police have not found any evidence of foul play, they are looking at the situation as both a missing persons case and a criminal investigation.
It is fair to say that, our efforts and the cooperation with the FBI and then providing an abundance of resources to us, that we are looking at the criminal investigation aspect of it as well.
Again, a Levi's call. Georgia's Amber Alert system was not activated as police say there were no signs the child was abducted.
The story begins.
Okay, someone just sent me something rather interesting. I'm going to email it to myself. Guys, if you have anything interesting that you'd like to show on this case, please email me all justice, the number 4, the letter U at Gmail. I'll be happy to show it and we can discuss it. Let me let's see here. Gotta email it to myself so I can pop it up. So this is what, the 6th day now going into this investigation, and it's, you can't help but with these with the parents' background, grandparents' background, to be honest with you, even the babysitter's background is not that great, and when the mother takes custody, look at this face. Look at this face. When the mother takes custody and the grandmother takes custody, and then you're going around and you're not taking care of the kid as you were supposed to do in the first place, right? Actually, I just saw Bullhorn Betty in here. Hello, Bullhorn Betty. I was in hers earlier, and she made a theory. One of her theories, I believe, was they could have done this just as a scam, just to get benefits and some financial earnings due to just the mother taking custody. I hope it was at the goodness of her heart, but look at those eyes and look at those smile. Look at that smile. I mean, if that doesn't make your heart hurt, I agree, Dora. I agree. Fry them upside down. And yet the mother is doing nothing about it. Nothing about it. So the sheriff, he did say that they plan on at least searching the rest of the week. The complaint advised her 1-year-old son. This wasn't the 911 call. This is the dispatch kind of talking. From the recordings we heard earlier, complaint advised her 1-year-old son is missing. The dispatcher is heard saying, according to the outlet, she woke up, her door was open, advised he's unable to open a door, thinks someone came in and took him. Police previously said that they don't believe foul play was involved. Quinton's babysitter has told WSAV that she was supposed to watch the toddler and his brother the day that he vanished, but she received a cryptic message that kind of alarmed her. And the babysitter says, I got a text this morning saying they would not be here, would not be babysitting them at 5:29 a.m., which is kind of odd because I have them even when she doesn't work. Deanna told the outlet, referring to Leilani, the boys live in the house with his mom, his 3-year-old brother, his mother's boyfriend, and his parental grandparents. Now, from what I understand, CPS or DCS, I forget what they call it there, is now involved, and I'll show you guys more of that in just a moment. So they have a timeline here according to WJCL, and we go back to October 5th. So we're in day 6. Quinton is seen around 6 a.m. Now, we don't actually know that Quinton was seen around 6 a.m. This is what we are being told. I do not believe Quinton was seen around 6 a.m. Personally. I mean, he might have been, but I just don't feel it. Amen. Where's Summer? They need to take the other boy before. Yes. But that's what we're being told. Quinton was seen around 6 a.m. in his playpen at Buckhalter Road Home. But it's funny that at 5:30 in the morning, the babysitter gets a call and says, we don't need you. He's noticed missing around 9 a.m. and the police are contacted. He is just perfect. Even the neighbors started searching. The roads were closed off, very similar to the Summer Wells case. And this is what the sheriff had to say yesterday.
The story begins with a pearl.
Pearls, honey, pearls.
As the leading online retailer of pearl
They know
jewelry,
me.
the Pearl
I'm
Source
telling
offers
ya.
high-quality,
That's
customized pearl jewelry at
marketing right there.
70% off retail prices with top-rated customers.
Sorry.
Good. Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Chief Jeff Hadley with the Chatham County Police Department, and we wanted to provide everyone with an update to the extent that we can on the missing Quinton Simon. We have yet to locate little Quinton. We continue to investigate this incident. We've got some assistance from the FBI. We got numerous interviews to conduct today, as well as downloading phones and things of that nature to try to bring this case to a conclusion. It still remains a missing child investigation at this point until we reach a different conclusion based on any evidence that we may find or any updates or developments that we may occur here today. Just to kind of recap what we have done, as you know, we had aviation out here yesterday all day or half of the day, providing air support. We had mounted patrol from Savannah Police Department, which we sincerely appreciate. We had SEMA and the volunteers doing a grid search, an area search, looking for little Quinton. And as of this morning, we still have yet to locate him. So a lot of work to do. Our investigators are working extremely hard. They were here till 2 o'clock in the morning this morning, and then came back in at 8 o'clock for a briefing, and are out here this morning continuing to investigate. So that is unfortunately all the update, substantive update that we have here this morning. I'd be happy to answer a few questions that you may have, and we'll go from there. So.
Chief, is foul play suspected at all in this disappearance?
As of this time, we have not had any evidence to lead us to believe foul play, but everything's on the table, honestly. So we're looking at this from many different angles. We're getting all the technology that we can, looking for cameras that were in the area, things of that nature. So
guys, one thing, did Billy Joe lose her kids as well? That's a question. Where was the grandfather the day the grandson or the grandmom was working out of town? Where was this at? That's what I want to know as well. The babysitter, Jaden, said, never said anything about melatonin. He only said NyQuil, and that was from the oldest son, Zane, when he watched Zane. Now, as we have the old babysitter talking about the NyQuil and the melatonin. I literally just watched Jendra's video of this subject on this beautiful baby. It was, breaks your heart. Really does. It really is a cycle of abuse. It really is a cycle of abuse. Absolutely.
But as of this interview, we don't have anything of substance that would lead us to believe that. It's still a missing child investigation.
Do you know why it took 3 hours to report the child missing?
I don't know. It took 3 hours to report to the police. I haven't gotten into that level of detail when the mother noticed the child was missing. The only information that I have is that the boyfriend woke up, saw the child at 6 a.m. The mother woke up at some other time later and then reported the child missing at 9:39. I believe the call came into 911. So the time difference and whatnot, I'm not privy to that level of detail at this second.
From what I understand, much of the morning, specifically when it did start getting light out, police weren't out there. Only recently now police are. So why wait, in those precious hours of daylight in the morning to have police out there?
Please restate your question. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
What I understood from a reporter on scene, or one of our reporters, there was much of daylight time this morning where police weren't out there. Kind of took a little bit. Can you kind of explain?
This morning?
Yeah.
So, well, we had conducted our area grid search yesterday. So we didn't believe that we had exhausted that geographic area where we felt perhaps if he wandered away that he would be in that area. So we wanted to regroup this morning. We were out till 2 o'clock in the morning. Now we're narrowing it down to other small geographic areas, seeing if if that would yield, finding Quinton. So we just felt that we had exhausted all of our geographic coverage area with what we did yesterday with the aviation, with the mounted patrol, with our drone. And we didn't feel that that would yield anything to be back at that exact location this morning.
How are the parents doing at this point from your perspective?
Well, I haven't talked to them personally. Obviously, they have been
Sorry, I'm muted. I'm sitting here reading my ass off. All right. So this is the uh, depository warrant information sheet, and the plaintiff is Billy Joe, right? The defendant is Leilani Simon and Daniel Youngkin. Okay. And then down here at the bottom, it says, please select all that applies. You must select at least one reason for filing the deposition or depository warrant. Hold on, I can't see. She checked every one of these, and it says that said tenant fails to pay rent now due therein. That said is holding premises over and beyond the term of which the same was rented or leased. That said, the tenant is a sufficient tenant at will. That said, tenant has violated the terms of the lease. And she put, damn, I wish I could zoom into this so I can see better. Not looking to be compensated, just want them to move, but as quick as possible. Leilani Simon is my daughter, 22 years old, with her boyfriend and 3 kids. 3 kids. They have damaged my property, and at this point, no one is living in peace. How much past due rent are you seeking? The question is. Not looking to be compensated, just want them to move out as quick as possible. And she signed it Billy Joe Howe. I don't know. That's what I'm wondering. And that was by Sleuthy, by the way. I love Sleuthy. So clearly they were not one boy is the boy. Okay, that's got to be it, Stacey. Because my wheels were, spinning there, right? When is this dated? I'm trying to see if it's dated. Now, the question begs, this is what the question begs. She is saying that she's wanting the kids out, right? But she has custody of the kids. So, what's up with that, Grandma? What's up with that? You just said in this report that you wanted your daughter, the boyfriend, and the 3 kids out. Thank you, Shannon. I'll look at it. So, don't try to play Miss Innocent, Grandma. Because if you knew your daughter was not capable of taking care of the kids, you should have done something. You should have done your due diligence of keeping these kids safe, which is what you were sworn to do. Yes. Yes. Possibly she's hoping the father will step for their children. I mean, it's... Yeah. Leonie didn't bond with Quinton. What the hell? Yeah. Well, it's fucking pitiful, really. Someone just sent me an email. Oops, I don't see an email. It's all ALL justice for you at gmail.com, the number for the letter U. Oh. So yesterday they were taping up. I just can't get that out of my head. She was trying to kick those kids out with them. What a bitch. I'm sorry, but that's a bitch. Like, she knew that everyone was effing miserable in that house. Check King County Police on Facebook. Okay, hold on one second. Let me do it. Oh, God. I see. Was it, shit. County Police, okay. Chatham County. Oh. Ooh. Hold on, here we go. Drop 25 minutes ago. We've seized evidence that we believe will help move this case forward, and we're now working to analyze the evidence to see where it leads us. We continue to pursue all avenues to bring Quinton home. Following all leads and evidence, there will be no further public statements today. So they are saying that they have got evidence, they've seized it, and they believe that this is going to help them move forward with the case. That's good news. That's great news. That's wonderful news, actually. And just to be honest with you, I don't feel like this is going to. Yep. What kind of mother doesn't speak about her child missing? You know, most parents are on television crying out their heart, right? Begging for their kids. Not this mother. She's being quiet, not saying anything, not helping them search. So, yesterday, which was what I was showing, they had just showed them taping up the windows. So they were probably doing some luminol testing and to see if there was, biological evidence anywhere. And they had drained the pool and had been searching around the property. Yes, I posted something about that earlier. Let me see if I still have that. I might still have it. Damn it, man. I know earlier that, what was it? I see earlier it was DCS that came by and, yeah, luminol detects blood, makes it glow. So, and that's another thing someone just put in the chat. They put something like fetal alcohol syndrome. Well, I mean, a lot, there's not a lot, but I mean, there's been parents who gives their child alcohol. And that is horrible. Absolutely horrible. Let me show you this art real quick. This is not really news, but I just think it's beautiful. Someone did on Twitter. Isn't that beautiful? Makes your heart. Grandma knew without a doubt mom was not capable of properly caring with the kids. Why not notify CPS? Well, that's the question. See something, say something, right? So I do think that there will be an arrest very, very soon. Someone put, I just saw that someone thought there could be arrest today. It's absolutely possible. But it said they're not going to be a press conference today. So I would look for it. There could be an arrest today and the press conference be tomorrow. She may not get arrested till next week, right? Or even longer. So Grace Phillips, she was on 2017. This is what kind of life Leilani has lived. Has anyone seen or heard from Leilani Simon? Her mom is trying to get in touch with her. Please contact Billy ASAP. Thank you. Now, this was 2017. It was 5 years ago. 5 years ago. And again, it brings you back to that Casey Anthony when all she wanted to do was what? Party. That's all she wanted to do was party. So what did she give little Kaylee? And what happened to little Kaylee? I think this is going to be almost, in my opinion, a verbatim thing that's going to occur. I know truth sticks. I know. All right. What else do we have on the menu today? I see. What is the Phillips Consulting thing? What is that for? Do you know? So the trash, someone sent me the trash schedule. It's savannah.gov. Recyclables will be collected twice monthly on the same day as your regular house. So, pickup schedule. So if your household wasted is collect on a Monday, 1st and 3rd. Yeah, but it doesn't give the time or anything. Like we still don't know. That's just the recyclable part. So that's not really going to help us. It's not really going to help us at all. They are searching the landfills. Yes, they are searching the landfills right now. Absolutely. They will take the dogs to the landfills, I'm sure, but I don't know how accurate a dog would be at a landfill, to be honest with you, because can you imagine I've been to the landfill and it smells like really bad, but it also smells like methane, really bad methane. And there's a lot of dead stuff there, right? A lot of dead things. So there's that. Okay. I believe that's it from the Chatham County Police. All right, let me open up my Google Drive here. So I don't know when this was. I see you clipped this, I think, but Billy Joe, how do you have any friends that could help me fix the pool or that can guide me on doing the work myself? So, is that something that made them look in the pool? Is that something, or did they, have other means, or is talking about the pool? Is she still in here? What is it? Who was talking about the pool? Miss Rose. Let me see if I can find her. If anybody wants to call in, let me see. Hold on. 307 228 4906. Let's see. Creative call in. 307-228-4906. There we go. Well, there we go. Anybody wants to call in 307-2281. Now, what were they talking about the pool? There are bodies of water around, little ponds and stuff around the area. I feel like if she is not in the pool, or not sorry, not what I keep saying the pool. If she's not in the landfill, I have a feeling that she's going to be found, particularly if the mother put her somewhere. I feel like she's going to be in some type of luggage or some type of Tupperware, like container kind of thing. They did drain the pools yesterday, which obviously they didn't find anything because they would have told us by now. 206, thank you for calling.
Hey, this is Kathy Roku.
Hey, Kathy.
Hey, I just wanted to ask, have you played the video yet of the babysitter talking about the other day when the grandmother burst in her house and said that she took Quinton, and the babysitter's daughter was recording the whole thing and tried to snatch the phone out of her hand, and the babysitter said that she called the police?
I did not play that yet. No.
Okay, do you have it?
Is that where she did the Facebook Live? Or no? If you can send it to me, that would be great. I don't know if I have it or not.
Okay, I'll look for it.
You can email me at alljustice, the number 4, the letter U at Gmail.
I got it. Okay. Have a great day.
Thank you.
You're doing great.
Thank you, my love. I appreciate it. I heard.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yes, I heard the interview was a great interview. Yes, and that's the thing. If there's bruising on a kid, listen, kids get bruises. But there's a difference. The bruises look differently, even. Kids, they hit their legs, they hit their arms and everything like that. But if belt marks on legs, yeah, if there is. Billy Joe. Yeah, if Billy Joe is in here, I'll turn off the monetization. Absolutely. Not a problem. That's not a problem. Did you see the seizure evidence today? They posted a little while ago. Yes. They just posted it. Here, I'll show that again. I think I have it still. Oops, I forgot to hang up. Okay. Well, it was the Chatham County Police Department, and it says this was 39 minutes ago. We've seized evidence that we believe will help move this case forward. To me, that's very positive. It's very positive sounding. We're now working to analyze the evidence to see where it leads us. To me, that's okay. We got something and we're checking it out so we can get your ass. In my opinion. Is she in here? Thank you, country girl. Thank you, honey. I see you. Is Billy in here? After the babysitter. Okay. All right. So what else do we got? Pickup schedule. Is this what I want? Oh, collection schedule. All right. Well, that's nothing. All right. My drive. Ooh, okay. I'm going to pull this up. All right. So here is a photo of the home from Google Earth. It's a nice property, you know. It's a very nice property. But just because a house is nice or a family looks nice does not always mean that there's not abuse, right? And her son is in jail now for murder. Oh, I've got his thing. I can show that. Holy shit, I see you. Georgia court record. It's not letting me copy this. Copy. Okay. Paste. Savannah.
The story begins with a pearl. As the leading online retailer of pearl jewelry, the Pearl Source offers high quality
Black pearls.
Happening right now, dozens of local and federal agents are coming through our area for this little boy missing since Wednesday. We're talking about 20-month-old Quinton Simmons.
We want to get right out to our Nikaya Carrero now live at the Chatham County Police headquarters. Nikaya, talk us through the new updates that you have this morning.
Frank, Olivia, for the very first time since Quinton Simmons was reported missing, we are hearing what 911 dispatchers told police officers the morning he disappeared.
We have a signal 56. Complaint advised her 1-year-old son is missing. She woke up, her door was open, advising he's unable to open a door. Think someone came in and took him.
Another update this morning, Chatham County Police Chief Jeff Hadley is now saying they're looking into everybody and everything, making the first mention of a potential criminal case.
We're looking at it from multiple fronts, and one of it being a criminal investigation, as well as, a missing child.
So as you can tell, they're going in slowly. First, it was there's no evidence that they have done anything. Then we're keeping all of options open, and then yesterday it's like they're telling a little bit more, and then just 39 minutes ago it's like we found some evidence that was probably going to lead us to where we need to be, right? So you kind of feel like there's an arrest coming very soon, in my opinion, at least.
At this point, we don't have anything confirmed, so we can't say anything absolutely.
We spotted Chatham County police officers and FBI agents at the boys' home on Buckhalter Road yesterday. They were searching the home again and even draining the pool. All this as they continue to work to figure out what happened to little Quinton. Don't forget, Chatham County Police has also set up a tip line. It goes directly to the detective on this case. The number is...
Oh, guys, you got to see this. You got to see this. This is a good one because it's got the neighbors, I think. It's a very good one. This is from Brian Eaton. He posted it.
New today, you can hear the sound of a pump coming from the yard where 20-month-old Quinton Simon was last seen near Savannah, Georgia. It appears police are now draining a swimming pool as the search for the missing toddler intensifies.
Now we are continuing to use every investigative resource available for us to locate little Quinton. We have conducted multiple interviews, executed multiple search warrants, and we've canvassed numerous specific geographic areas.
Police say little Quinton's mother told them she last saw him in his playpen around 6 a.m. Wednesday. The FBI is involved, and authorities have spent the last 5 days extensively searching the area near the family's home.
I need everybody to help, everybody that knows anything, anybody. He's just a baby.
Quinton's grandparents say the boy's mother's story does not make sense.
She's lied to us so many times, and
Well, if you don't trust her, if you don't trust your own daughter, then why the hell did you try to kick them out? All of them, including your grandkids. Sorry. That's just the way I feel.
I don't know. It's just bad to say, but she just likes to lie.
Police have been to the family's house before. According to police reports, family members say Quinton's mom has a history of stealing and using the money to buy drugs. Quinton's babysitter told News Nation station WSAV she heard from Quinton's mom early Wednesday morning when she said she didn't have to watch Quinton that day.
I get a text at 9 o'clock saying, "Have I seen Quinton?" I immediately go to their house. I try to help them look. They didn't want that. My heart is broken. I'm not his mother. I'm not his family, but I love him very much. And I just don't know what could happen. The police did a really good job of looking. And where does a 1-year-old go? They've covered a lot of ground.
Okay, so again, police now saying that this is a criminal investigation. The police chief this afternoon said they are making progress, but he would not give details, saying he did not want to compromise the investigation. Nicole?
Yeah, we certainly hope Quinton is found.
Okay, and they also post, this is on the, for those that are just coming in, this is, we've seized evidence that we believe will help move this case forward, and we're now working to analyze the evidence to where it leads us. We continue to pursue all avenues to bring Quinton home. Following all leads and evidence, there will be no further public statements today. And as you can see, 6 days, 149 hours. If he did wander off, he's likely has died. No food, water, shelter. Poor little fellow. He did not wander off, in my opinion. Not a freaking chance. Anyone wants to call in 307-228-4906. I got so much stuff here. So Billy Joe, as we know, has quite the record herself. Now, I don't think Billy Joe, in my opinion, was that great of a mom. It appears the last 8 or 10 years, she has, cleaned up her life a little bit, but 830.
Hi, Justin.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. So, I just want to say he's not even 1 year old, or how old is the baby?
He's not even 2, like 20 months.
Okay, yes. So I have a 4-year-old son,
Mm-hmm.
and so I don't see, my 4-year-old, he won't go, if he doesn't see us, he
Mm-hmm.
won't go far.
Yeah.
So if this baby is not even 2, I don't see how he's going to even walk out of the house if he doesn't see somebody that he's not familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely heartbreaking that if he is that comfortable to just walk out of the house on his own, then it's just heartbreaking to me, because I feel like there's no stability there for them. There's nothing there that holds them, like gives them that comfort, safety blanket over them.
And the thing is what we have to remember is a baby, particularly, how far can they go without getting tired and, wore out? And also, they take the path of least resistance, right?
Yes,
They're going to take the easiest path they can possibly find.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I completely agree. And if there's something there, like in the house, that's bothering them to that extent, then yes, I feel like they will just walk out. But for them to have to just walk out like that, I mean, your home is supposed to be a safe haven, especially for a little one, and it's just heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to me that.
And he's so adorable.
He is.
Sorry.
He is. And to me, it's just like, what could have caused this? What's more important than your child?
Nothing.
That's just exactly my opinion, but I don't know. I like to think that I'm a stable parent.
Sure.
I mean, I know I'm not perfect.
None of us are.
And everybody has their stuff, but at the same time, if you're gonna have a child, you need to be in the right state of mind, and you need to be responsible enough to take on that whole, it's a whole different world once you have a child. And it's, I just wanted to say my 2 cents and put in my 2 cents, I guess, my opinion. And I just don't see how you can't love your baby enough to be right there on them all the time.
I agree.
Yes.
Something is terribly wrong with this family.
Absolutely.
Terribly.
Absolutely. And like you say, it will come out.
It will. I think it's coming out right now. Yeah, and that's a great point, Vic girl. Why Quinton? There's 2 other children, and that makes you wonder about all of these missing kids. Why is it always the one? You know what I mean?
Yes. Like, to me, it makes me wonder, did they just wake up off the rocker that day, and then the child just set them off even more? And it's just all sad. It's all sad.
It is.
But hopefully the authorities can figure out what's going on. And, I'm just sending prayers for the baby. And thank you so much for what you do.
Thank you.
I appreciate you and bringing awareness to all these cases that are out there that not many people know about.
Yeah, that's the goal. Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Yes. Have a good day.
You too, my love. Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm. Bye-bye.
So let's talk about the babysitter for a moment. 615, one moment, please. So the babysitter, she herself has a little bit of a background. She's got her own mug shots, and I'm going to show you. I'm not going to show you that, but so let me find it. Okay, so in when does this say? She has theft by taking, which was a felony, and a forgery first degree, which was a felony. Doesn't say the date on those. And she was released from prison for 78403 battery, serious injury, battery, domestic. Now, it was a long time ago. It was 1998. Battery, serious injury, battery, domestic. And then she has, what else? An offense, utter forged instrument, utters and publishes as true a false, forged, or altered record with intended to defraud. That was in 98. She has a domestic. Okay, that's in 98 as well. 97. She has a misdemeanor. It doesn't say, it says dropped, abandoned. 95. What's that? Probation 6 months. Adjudication withheld. Okay. 95. Same thing. So, I mean, this woman, she was in prison herself, the babysitter. Now, they were a long time ago, but I don't know if I would send my kid to someone who's been in prison. I'm just going to tell you. So, okay, sorry. Thank you so much for holding 615. I appreciate your time. Welcome.
Hi, Justin. Thanks for taking my call.
Of course.
This is Frida B.
Hey, honey.
Excuse me. I wanted to ask, is this a recent thing where they're saying there's more evidence, or was that like the last press conference?
This is updated. Yes, it was. They had just dropped it on Facebook about 45 minutes ago.
Oh, so they had already turned the pool and everything before this came out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I wanted to ask, did the boyfriend or the mom work? Like the biological mom work?
I do not believe she worked that I'm aware of.
I was just wondering because that time of the morning, I mean, something could have happened where the baby wouldn't sleep. Somebody got mad and hurt that poor little baby. He's so sweet. You know, he's just adorable.
Yes.
I was just, I mean, I used to get a feeling.
Sorry. Yes, she did work, obviously, because they said the days that she didn't work, she would still send the kids to the babysitter. So, yes, she did work. Yes. I apologize.
Yeah, it sounds like they probably got some state funding daycare, paid for. I'm not sure about it all. They're kind of not telling us everything. And I have to agree with you, Justin. Is it the grandparents and then the great grandparents, or is it just grandparents?
Just grandparents that I know of. No. Are they the? I didn't know if it was from one side, two grandparents and one.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out because there was one woman they said was grandma. She had brown hair, and then there was another couple, and the other. They were gray, so I'm kind of confused on it. I guess I need to pay more attention, but.
Well, that's a
I
good
thought,
question. I think that they're just grandparents, just from two different things.
I have to agree. These grandparents, if they had custody of these little kids, these
Mhm.
little babies, kicking them out, they wanted the babies gone too.
Yeah, yeah. She wanted the babies gone too. Yeah.
Well, if she has custody, that's like, I would say, felony neglect of some
Oh,
kind.
listen. I think she's going to be charged with something.
She needs to be. It seems to me, didn't the babysitter send pictures of that poor little guy with belt marks on his neck?
Correct.
Okay. If I don't care if it's my son, my daughter, if my grandchild or somebody called me or sent me pictures of my grandchild with belt marks, there's no way I would just stand there and no, I would take them children, and they'd have to fight me for them.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, yeah, call the police. Go ahead. You want to try to take them? Call the police. And then I would turn around and I would call Children's Services. I'd call the police to come and take pictures of these belt marks.
Mm-hmm.
That's a prereq to, potential, killing of your child. That's just horrific. The grandparents they're liable in this case. Why would they allow this to continue, knowing she tends to lie a lot? Why would they allow this to happen? It's beyond me.
It is. It's beyond any of us. But I feel like something's going to happen soon. I don't.
Yeah, I pray he's alive, Justin, but in this case, I don't think so.
I don't either. I think, it feels like recently, like everyone's getting better at hiding people. You know what I mean? It seems like they're having a harder time finding people.
And proving anything.
Yeah.
I mean, with all of the cameras and the doorbell cameras,
All the technology that's, in all today, it's all the technology. It's just, you would think.
I mean, I don't live in a gated community.
Right.
I don't live in a real fancy area, but I have 2 cameras, facing my vehicle and my motorcycle, and one facing out to the street. I'm not rich. There's got to be cameras in that area to see if the guy left, when he left, how long he was gone. And I was going to ask too, I almost forgot. Didn't you say, or somebody said, that he was out driving around acting kind of strange or something?
I had heard
he was looking for the little one.
I had heard that, but I haven't been able to confirm. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think they have some info, and maybe they are sitting on things so it can't be, pulled every direction. I have to commend the babysitter, and I don't think that she's done anything wrong. I think she's done it right, and she might have even contacted Child Services and just isn't telling us.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway, that's all I was calling in for. I love your show.
Thank you,
and
dear.
I'm a new sub.
Well, thank you.
And, I wish you the best success because you're the sweetest person out here.
Oh, thank you. You're very kind. I appreciate it very much.
You're welcome, hon. We'll talk to you again.
All right.
Have a great day. God bless you.
God bless you. Bye-bye. It's very sweet. Justin, honey, was the babysitter called, or was it text message that she was not needed the day of the baby was allegedly vanished? Just asking her. That was a text, I believe. No, I don't remember. No, she called, didn't she? She called. She texted and then called, I think, right? She texted, then she called and went over there, I believe. So I guess a neighbor posted this. Couple other cars in the driveway 2 weeks ago. You know, who were these, all of these people? You know, could they have been selling drugs even? It's, look, this is my favorite. Oh. I can't even think too deeply in it when I see these photos and stuff, because if I do, I'll lose it. Does anybody know why they do background checks for childcare? Does anyone know why they do background checks for jobs? Yes, Summer, you're Summer 1-800. Find Summer Wells. You're right. Did she call the boyfriend that morning she went missing? I don't know. I know. It's very sad. Anybody wants to call in? 307-228-4906. Do I have any friends that could help me fix the pool? Okay, that was that. We read that earlier. Just trying to see if there's any new anything coming in. Billy Joe Howe. I don't know. I'm very disheartened when it comes to this. Like I think the grandmother knew better. Thank you, my love. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. (434). Thank you for calling.
Yeah, I think I had the wrong number.
Uh-oh. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wrong number. Sent email babysitter. Thank you, Cassie. Let me look. There it is. Okay, this is okay. This is by it's originally from Facebook, but Evil Exists screen recorded it. I'm gonna drop his link. His or her link, rather. If you haven't subscribed to Evil Exists, please do so. 314, thank you for calling.
Hello, Justin. Thank you for all you're doing.
Sure. Hello.
I just have one thing. The babysitter mentioned that the boyfriend was the one that texted her initially.
Mm-hmm.
Now, anybody can text from a phone. And I know, I'm just wondering if he's actually the one that did it, or he was getting ready for work. The mom sent the text, went back to bed, or did whatever happened. And then it was the boyfriend that called the babysitter, according to the babysitter, it's recounting. So if the boyfriend had sent the text earlier, and it sounded like he was being more proactive and trying to provide for the kids as a babysitter. You know, he asked the babysitter about more diapers, etc. It makes me wonder, I mean, I don't think he would call and say, did you get my text or whatever. I mean, it seems to me like he isn't the one that sent that text to the babysitter. That somebody else must have from his phone. But, you know, doing forensics is going to be coming from his phone. So that kind of throws up on him.
Right.
And then the babysitter also mentioned, I believe the babysitter mentioned that the trash did come before she got that call, and she just lives a few houses down.
That she did get she got the call when?
She got the call like 9 o'clock.
Right.
Asking if she'd seen him. And so she said the trash had already picked up that day. I know our trash is like, yes, I know it's supposed to come on this day, but, you know, it can come. Typically, ours doesn't even come till the afternoon, you know. But she said that it had already come that day. I'm almost positive that's what she had said in one of her interviews.
I guess it just depends. Like my trash, it runs like at 7 a.m.
Right.
So
I mean, I'm sure she knows because she lives really close. And the other thing is, if he had left that house, that little boy would have gone right to the babysitter.
Yeah.
Because she was close by, and you know he would cry to leave from there. So
sure.
Anyway, it's just so sad. You're right. He's so precious.
He's very precious. Well, and not only that, I mean, she said the door was open, right? That baby could not have opened that door.
No. And sure, like you said, somebody's camera has got to pick that up. That's the reason all the forensics and the taping of the windows and everything, I'm wondering if they were concealing something in the house.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he snuck out of there. Also, maybe, didn't someone say the whole family just packed up and left?
When?
Well, I mean, I guess they probably had to vacate for, you know, police to come in and run forensics. But,
Gotcha. Yeah.
You know, I don't know, like, how far, I mean, did the police put them up in a nearby hotel? Are they keeping an eye on them? I mean, are they deciding to go to, I don't know, Canada or, you know, wherever to flee, essentially?
Yeah.
But,
that I don't know, but I've heard that the mother has lawyered up.
Well. For someone that can't afford diapers, that's going to be a expensive lawyer, right?
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. And I'll shut up. Thank you so much for taking
you're fine.
call. I appreciate it.
No,
God
I
bless
appreciate you.
And,
Thank you.
And I'm praying for this little angel.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
All right. Miss Tony, if you want to call in again, I can take your call now. Sorry, I was getting ready to pick it up and then it stopped on me. Poor baby. How did she pay for that? Pay for the diapers or pay for the child care or... All right, Miss 580, hello.
Hello, I got a question.
Yes, Tony.
If you love your grandchild more than the earth, more than the moon, how could you turn around when you're responsible for that precious life and just turn around and hand it into an abusive person's hands? I know she's going to get charged for it because she was the responsible person. Did she take this baby to get guardianship of him just so she could turn around and hand him back to the mom to keep the mom happy? Or did she do it because she really loved the child and wanted what was best for him?
Good question. Good question. I don't know. I mean, I don't think the grandmother or I think just like Summer, just like so many of these kids, they are failed just about the moment they're born. And it's very sad. It's very sad, Tony.
It is, because I can't imagine allowing something like that to happen, because I started out with guardianship of my son.
Yes.
And I had to give visits to his mom the first few months. So I had it done in a supervised facility where I knew he was safe until she did enough I could stop the visits, which she did do. But I can't imagine putting him in a situation like that and then turn around and say, well, I've got the guardianship, I've got it all, and then turn around and doing that to a child that you are totally responsible for. I can't grasp it.
Well, and then leaving the child for weeks. Weeks. The grandmother left for weeks. I mean, what did she expect out of her daughter? She knew she was addicted. She knew her boyfriend was addicted. She knew that she was not a good parent. She knew she helped, she got custody. She took the custody away from her because she wasn't a good mother, allegedly. So, what does the grandma expect? I know a lot of people might think I'm being very hard on the grandma, but the buck stopped with her at the end of the day, legally at least. I mean,
this totally falls on her and in her lap. And the mother, yes, but she knew exactly what she was doing, be it she still put that precious child in that position.
yes.
It breaks my heart big time.
I know. It's very sad. And you just want to know where the hell he is, I'm sure they're probably still waiting for the cell phone reports, right? They're probably still waiting for a lot of stuff to come back, but as those start rolling back in, I would think that there will be a decision made very quickly.
Oh, I do too, but that's just what, people may be hard on the grandma, but I can really see this is the fault of the grandma. And I can't help but not understand what she did, and yet at the same time wonder, is he hungry? Is he thirsty? Does he need this? Does he need that? Because of her negligence in who she chose to leave her child with, her guardian child with. So, okay, well, I'll let you go. I was just kind of sitting here, been pondering around about that.
Me too. Oh,
Right, thanks.
Thank you, Tony, honey. Appreciate you. Bye-bye. I mean, I literally lose sleep because of this case. I just can't help it. 405, thank you for calling.
Hey, Justin, Poppy.
Hey, Poppy. How are you, my love?
I'm good. I just wanted to say, I've had a guardianship of my granddaughter. She's 14 now. I've had guardianship since she was about 6 months old, but I started taking care of her when she was about 3 months old. My daughter left the day before Christmas Monday with her, and we didn't hear from her for a while. And then she called and said she couldn't afford baby formula, this and that. I went to where she was staying because she finally gave me the address. We couldn't find her.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'm going to take her. We're going to take care of her until you get your life straight.
Mm-hmm.
We took her back home, my husband and I. And for a couple of months, we didn't do anything because, she didn't really show up or anything. Then one day, she did show up and said she was going to take her, but she was not in good health. And the police were called, and I stood on the porch and told my son to lock the door, and I said, if I go to jail, call your dad.
Right.
Do not unlock the door for any reason, period. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Just call and tell him I'm in jail. So basically I'd ended up with the police officer talked her into, she's been here, she has a safe, loving home. Then then he said, you know, why haven't you filed for guardianship? And I said, well, because she's our daughter and we were trying to give her a chance to straighten up. And he said, no, you go and you file for guardianship. So that's what we did. Now, I don't know how long the grandma has had guardianship, but we had to go every year, and we had to pay quite a bit of money each year for the guardianship.
Sure.
For the plan, for the yearly plan and all that.
Yeah.
And which was no problem. It was worth it. We could let her see her, but we only did that in our home. And, you know, we took care of all the money. We never got child support from either parent. And you also get to put that child on your taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So there might be that reason. You know, the grandma was like, hey, I'm going to get more money back on tax. I don't know. I'm just saying that there are a lot of other ways you can get money for taking guardianship, but that's not why you should do it. You should do it for the love of your grandchild.
Sure.
Period.
Of course.
So, I mean, I really pray they find him soon. I feel like there'll be a arrest by Friday, but, you know, through the years, she comes to visit. She has grown up a lot, but due to drugs and alcohol, it's kind of affecting her mind. So, I mean, we have a good relationship now. She hasn't ever asked for custody back.
Good.
Didn't want to go through drug and alcohol treatment, anger management, any of those child, you know, classes, anything. So, I mean, that's her decision.
Right.
But the main point is, if we would have let her take her during that time when sometimes we couldn't find her, then we could have been put in jail.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, the judge told us that. So that never ever happened. So I don't understand why this grandma let her have her back knowing all this. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean,
Thank you, Gone Girl. Appreciate you. Well, I mean, you know how it works then. You know, you've been in that boat, right? How old is your kids now?
my daughter is
Your
33,
yeah.
son's 32. My granddaughter's 14 now.
Uh-huh.
She's happy. She still lives with us. She's had, you know, a great life.
That's
But
awesome.
you have to take them, you know, that's what we did. We did the plan. You say, you know, what their grades are. You show proof of doctor's appointments. You do everything to protect your grandchild.
Yes, everything. Everything.
It just blows my mind that didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe she didn't, you know, and like I said, we had to pay a lot of money every year.
Yeah.
And this last year that I went, he said, you don't have to come back anymore. You're probably tired of seeing my face, the judge. And I said, no, it's worth it. And he said, you know, you don't. This is final till she's 18.
Oh.
So, but, you know, that's what we did. We still would have kept paying, but maybe, I don't know what state that is, but maybe she didn't want to follow through with the doctor's appointments and the school grades and, you know, counseling, like, you know, showing anything that the child needed, which she's little.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't understand it at all. And still to this day, you know, we would say,
thank you, Suzanne.
You know, you could go out to eat. You come back this time.
Mm-hmm.
It's within 30 minutes, you know.
Sure.
Wherever they're going to go.
Mm-hmm.
We've never ever called ourselves mom and dad to her. You know, she knows who her mom is. So
right.
I don't know. I would still to this day go to jail for any of my grandkids.
Oh my God! Of course, absolutely.
You know, and my kids, even her. but it breaks my heart that that had to happen. But you protect your grandchild.
At all cost, as Ernie Shell says. At all cost. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much for calling. God bless you.
I'll be in chat.
All right, honey. Thank you. Love you, honey. Bye-bye. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Gone Girl, for the super chat. Thank you for your memberships. You're very kind. You have bought so many memberships on my channel and on many others' channels, and it's really appreciate the support, honestly. And thank you, Suzanne. I appreciate you, and thank you so much. It is a lot of time. It is, but it is all worth it. In the end, we have to get these stories out and keep on keeping on, because as sad as it is, it's not, this isn't the first and this isn't the last, but something's got to give. Hello, Camille. Good morning.
Good morning, Justin. Listen, you need sleep. You are bringing on my thread. And I wish you would pick a restaurant, order your family a meal, text me, and I will call and pay for it.
No, ma'am, I'm good. I promise. No.
You so are just burning the candle at both ends.
Listen, my eye is twitching. Like, it's like, oh, it's literally twitching. So I had.
Well, thank you for all you do. I mean, like I said, you burn the candle at both ends. You're amazing. You and the mods, they never stop. Y'all are just, this is the best community on Facebook.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, it is.
we are the best. I mean, we have Marissa and I. We have the best people. I'm telling you, it's just the way it is.
Absolutely.
But like I had Lyme's disease. How long? It's been 5 years now. And when I first got it, you get bit by a tick, and you're on antibiotics and everything. But before I did know I had Lyme's disease, I would stay dizzy all the time, and I started twitching everywhere. Like my eye started twitching just like it is now, and it just feels like there's a piece of electric in there, and it just like shakes. It's just weird. It's like a tinge unit. But I would twitch everywhere. Even like my butt cheek would be twitching. It looked like I was twerking or something, It's horrible. That's horrible. Like you couldn't see it, thank God. But you're just like, you're sitting there twitching everywhere, and it's like my eye is just sits there. But I'm due for some Botox, so it is what it is. That'll straighten it out.
My lips done right after Christmas.
That's right. Give yourself a Christmas present.
Well, I am still unemployed, but y'all just inspire me so much. I have 2 associate degrees, and I'm going back to school again to finish my paralegal. I like.
Well, do it. Do it.
So
do anything you want. Listen, we only get so many shots around the sun. That's it.
That's right.
We got so many shots, and then it's over. Or at least on this earth, right? So enjoy this, do whatever you want. Do whatever you want.
Thank you so much for all that y'all do. I mean, I'm just honored to be part of this group.
Yes. Well, thank you so much. We are honored to have such you and so many other good people.
Yes, there's so many good people here. And I'm telling you, seriously, if you ever get tired and it's too much, text me and be like, look, I just ordered food at this place. Here's the number. And I will call and pay for it.
I know you would, Camille. Thank you. I appreciate you, though. Thank you so much.
Okay, sweetheart.
All right. You have a good day.
You too. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Yeah. I apologize, guys, with the sleep thing. I was about ready to go cross-eyed earlier trying to keep my... open. It's a lot of work. What I have been working on is my merch. Let me tell you, that's a job. It's a job, especially when you've never done it before. April, that's a good question. I don't know if I've heard that he didn't pass the lie detector test, but I don't know. At this point, I'm eyes twitching. Oh God. I'm sorry. It was her responsibility. She took it and abused it and put Quinton at risk. Yes, but it makes you wonder, why is it always that one kid? Is it the least favorite? 704, thank you for calling.
Hey, Justin. It's Denise. Peace for Denise.
Hey, Denise. How are you, honey?
Hey, I'm tired. I've been up a lot regarding this case.
I know.
It breaks my heart.
I know. I know.
In Jesus' name, I hope it's resolved soon, I hope.
Me
I
too.
sadly lost my daughter. I'm not here for pity, but I mean, I can't have any grandkids, and this just truly breaks my heart.
Oh, Denise.
I know.
You
but
lost
I'm
your
okay, I'm okay.
you lost
Yeah,
your
2 years
child?
ago.
Your kid?
Yeah, she was 27, unexpected
God,
upper death from
Denise.
intestinal hemorrhage. So I started watching the Summer Wells case because she looks like my daughter. But yeah, so I've been around since then. What frustrates me is the babysitter had said that grandma wanted her to watch the kids full time, you know, overnight and everything while she was gone.
Yes.
But that Liliana and the mom talked, and, you know, she gave her this chance, you know.
Correct.
Of not. And now she's, you know what I mean? Now she's going to have to live with that.
You broke up there for a second, right before you said, you know what I mean. I'm sorry.
Can you hear me better?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't know how she could give her daughter a chance and now see what's happened, you know. And now she's got to live with this, you know. And on the outcome, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She's going to have to live with that. And I am frustrated because I don't understand that call or that text at 5:29.
Yeah, I just say
How
5:30.
did he know? If she was sleeping and didn't get up till 9, how did he know she was going to watch the kid?
Exactly.
But I don't know.
Well, like, this is the thing. Everybody knows that they're lying, in my opinion, right? Everyone knows. But, you know, the thing with true crime is we can know something, but we have to know how it happened and prove how it happened, you know? And that's the thing that's, you know, this little boy, he's just precious.
I know, and I got to be honest, when I first saw him, and beautiful, cute, absolutely cute, I couldn't help but notice the ears. I used to make cranial bands for babies with abnormal head shapes.
Aw.
And sometimes they get left in the car seat a lot, you know, sometimes from neglect. And I just couldn't help but notice that, and that was kind of like my first instinct. And, you know.
So tell me, like, what happens to their ears?
So, their head is still forming when they're babies.
Sure.
It's still forming.
Mm-hmm.
And you're supposed to do
Position.
tummy time.
Yeah, and tummy
You're supposed
time,
to
yeah.
put them on their tummy so their head, so if you keep them in the car seat, their head's going to go flat in the back and their ears will not be even.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even as an adult, you can lift up your hair and look at your face and, you know, see some people they're really uneven.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an abnormal. Others have twins or things like that, and they come out of the, you know, cervix like that, and they have to have these cranial bands as babies.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my first instinct when I saw the baby. think maybe there possibly could have been some neglect, even some car seat, stuff like that. But, well, Justin, I just appreciate you. You're so gentle and a great listener.
Thank you.
You are the best. And
Thank you,
I pray
Denise.
that he's found soon and arrested are made soon.
Me too. And
God bless you, and love and peace to everybody.
love and peace to you. I'm sorry that you've dealt with something that no parent should ever have to go through.
Right. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Take care.
Take care.
God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, goodness. What's my thoughts on the babysitter? I think the babysitter cares. I do believe that she cares. 603, thank you for calling. 603.
Justin?
Yes, dear.
I just wanted to say I love you. Yes, hi.
Hi. Sorry, could you mute the background? And
Oh, I'm sorry.
that's okay, because it
I just
runs
wanted
through
to
here.
say I love you, and you have a beautiful soul.
Oh, thank you.
And I watch you religiously from the middle of nowhere in New Hampshire.
Oh.
Keep up the good work, though, and like I said, you have a beautiful soul.
Thank you, my dear. I appreciate you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I pray this baby is found, and
Oh, good God Almighty! I know it's awful. It's a daily thing.
it is. It really is. And it's something all the time. I mean, listen, if I don't see at least 5 cases nearly a day of just kids.
Oh God.
I mean, it's nothing to see 5 a day that I do research on. And it's like it's every effing day, and it's because of drugs. It's because of evil stepfathers generally, and the family system's broke, and it's just terrible, and it's very depressing that this is where we are in our society.
It's awful. It really is. Thank God up here we really don't have. I don't think any. Well, I don't know of any up here that's missing.
Yeah, you don't ever hear in New Hampshire, like a
No,
kid.
no.
That's true. You don't really ever hear it. So
Well, you get a lot of police, and you get a lot of state troopers, and go defund the police, right?
right. That ain't gonna work. That's not gonna
No,
work.
it ain't gonna work. No, especially up here. Our motto is "Live free or die."
Yes.
Yeah. But I just wanted to say you're a beautiful person with a beautiful soul.
Thank you.
And may God bless you.
Thank you. Right back at you. Right back at you and yours. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you, Justin.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you, Denise. I really appreciate your super chat. And Cassie, please play Babysitter video before you leave. Show more. Yes, I will play that. And this is by Evil Exist. Please go subscribe to Evil Exist. Very good soul. Evil Exist, like if everyone gets along with Evil Exist. Just a very nice person and very gentle. Thank you, Camille. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So let's listen to this, the babysitter of what she had to say, and we'll stop it through. And mods, please put the link for Evil Exist so you guys can go subscribe. She normally does more of short clips in just with really top-notch information as well.
Still missing. The FBI is involved, and they are actively searching for him. You are
Everyone. I came on a little bit early so that people can come on. I'm going to let a few more people come on before I start talking. I come on a little early. Here to start drama. I'm not an attention seeker. So I don't want anyone to think that, like I'm not. And I wasn't even going to say anything until what happened today. And this is not directly about Quinton. I don't know any more than y'all do know about Baby Q. It's just something that happened today that I wanted to get straight, clear the air, stand up for myself, definitely. So, what time is it? What time is it? Okay. I got just a few more minutes, guys. I told everybody 8, but I wanted to go ahead and let some people get on. There's a lot of people right now sending me friend requests. Honestly, I don't know how to get off and then accept it and get on, so I'm just going to stay on here. Hopefully, I did make it public, so everybody should be able to see.
Plant Diva, is your neighbor okay? Got sugar, diabetic, or anything?
Someone just sent me a message saying when you get on, if you put at everyone, then it'll share with everyone. All right, I guess I'm going to go ahead and start. There's a lot of people. Okay, so as everyone knows, and I have got so many messages why I'm not talking out and why I'm not saying nothing, because I didn't feel like it was my place. I did keep Quinton, and I'm going to start from the beginning. How I met Billy Joe and Leilani is through a lady that used to go to my church, Miss Sandra. Her and her mother, Miss Audrey, they're very awesome people. And she called me and asked me, told me the situation, and asked me if I was interested. The next day, I got a call from Billy Joe asking me if I could keep her 2 grandbabies. And I said yes. Going in, I had never met them. I didn't know the situation that was going on with Leilani, Billy Joe, Danny, none of them. I started keeping them, and I didn't know anything at all. And then the more I seen a lot of stuff, and I was concerned. No, I did not call DFACS because I voiced all my questions and concerns to Billy Joe, the grandmother. She told me that she had custody of the boys. I didn't know why. She didn't tell me that. But they were staying with Leilani. Billy Joe worked out of town. So when I started seeing things that wasn't quite right, I would call Billy Joe and I would tell her. I would text her. She didn't answer. She was at work. She'd text me back and she'd say, okay, I'm going to talk to Leilani. Several times the boys were outside. One particular morning, they were outside in the ditch. My daughter seen them and come running in. We went down there. Leilani was nowhere in sight. I called Billy Joe. She got in contact with Leilani. Leilani was home. She was just in the house somewhere. They would drop them off with no diapers. They would drop them off with no pull-ups. And when the baby came, Sky, they wouldn't send no milk. 2 days, I had to call Danny because Leilani wouldn't answer me, which is her fiance, to bring me milk for Sky. I kept texting Billy Joe. My daughter took pictures and sent them to Billy Joe of Quinton having bruises. Everything that I'm telling you can be backed up. This is not hearsay. This is not me trying to get attention. Who wants to get attention over a baby? We sent her pictures. I sent her multiple texts. She texted me back one day and she said, okay, I'm tired of this. I want you to keep the babies permanently until I can get back home. I told her I would, and I did. So it was about,
You know, and she says, Billy Joe said she wanted her to keep the babies permanently until she get back home. That shows right there that she knew that her daughter was a cluster, you know what? The babysitter is a good person. I do believe so.
about 2 to 3 hours later, she calls me back. She said, well, I'm going to give Leilani a chance. You know, she's a young mother. I've got to be able to try to trust her. She said, I did a lot of bad things. I got my kids taken away, and I want Leilani, I want her to know that she can do anything she wants to do, and I'm going to support her. So I didn't keep them day and night. Leilani made it clear to me that she didn't want me to keep them like her mother had wanted me to. So I kept them during the day. They dropped them off at between 5:30 and 6, and they picked them up. Was supposed to, their schedule was 3:30, but sometimes they worked over and said, her boyfriend would say, text me and say, I need to work a couple extra hours to make up hours. So can you keep them until 6? I would do that. We fed them. We took them places. I love them. They're kids. Like, who's not going to love a kid? So that's a little backstory of how I even met them. Okay, now let's get to the day that this happened. I keep them every day, Monday through Friday. I kept them sometimes at night. At 5:29, they text me. No, I'm sorry. Tuesday afternoon, they went home at 4:30, 5 o'clock. I got up in the morning at 5 o'clock on Wednesday because they usually got here around 5:30, 6 o'clock. I get a text at 5:29 saying, the kid from Danny, the kids are not coming. Leilani is with them. I put okay. Was it a little unusual? Yes, because even when she was off, I had them. She didn't know that we could see her. They sit on the front porch, but if me and the kids, and my kids too, but mine are basically grown, would go to leave, she would be on the front porch smoking, but she would duck and run inside so we wouldn't see her. But I had no problem keeping the babies. Was it for money? No, it wasn't. I charged them. I didn't even charge them for Sky. I charged them for the 2 boys, and it was $15 a piece, $30 a day. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So I text Danny, okay. Didn't hear nothing back from him. I got up. My husband went to work around 7:30. We was outside. My son also lives on this road, so he was going to work as well around 8:30. From 7:30 until 8:30, we was outside. We did not see Quinton. Nowhere. Okay. So then me and my girls, we go to McDonald's. They wanted McDonald's. I live on Chatham Parkway. The McDonald's is literally right down the road. On our way back, I get a text from Danny. He says, have you seen Quinton? I said, no, why? Well, immediately I called him and he said they couldn't find Quinton. Okay. So me and my oldest daughter here with me, we go over there. We get in the car and we go over there. I let my other daughter out. When we get over there, I asked, okay, he's a little boy. He likes to play and seek. He likes to get in my daughter's closet and play. He could be in a closet. He could be in a cabinet. You know, maybe he's playing hide and seek. Me and my daughter help you look. They didn't want that. He stood there. He looked at me with the most coldest look I've ever seen and said, we've already looked. I said, okay. So I stood there for a minute and I looked around outside of where I was. Leilani was smoking a cigarette and Danny was standing there. And I go to get in my car. I was going to call Billy Joe, and I did call Billy Joe. She didn't call him. Leilani didn't call the police until I said, have you called the police? And then she calls the police. So we started to leave. Cops came behind me. I could not leave. I guess they said what it was on the property had to stay there until after they checked everything. So I left. I came back maybe about 30 minutes later. I asked Leilani and Danny, I said, do you want me to take Zane home? So, you know, y'all got a lot going on. She said yes. Danny said yes. I asked them to get me some shoes for the baby. They got me shoes. I came home. I called Billy Joe. Billy Joe had no idea. I've never spoke badly about Billy Joe. But today, She came to my house after I told her, I texted her. She called me at 6:30 this morning. I'm sorry, I'm everywhere because this has been a lot. She called me at 6:30 this morning. We were talking. Everything was good. I texted her. I told her I was going to cook, that we were going to get flyers and put them everywhere of Quinton, and that we was going to do a prayer circle over here. Never said that we was going to do a memorial for Quinton because I didn't believe he was alive or that he had passed. Never did I say that. And I can back all this up because we have cameras. Like everything I'm saying to you, I can back up. And it's just ridiculous. So she told me basically not to text her no more because she thought that I was overstepping. Well, I am just a babysitter, but I took care of them kids when their mother didn't take care of them. And I don't really have nothing to say bad about Danny because he would actually ask me these last few weeks, Miss Michelle, do the kids have everything they need? Do they have pull-ups? Because Leilani wouldn't do that. Now, another thing I want to get to, Billy Joe, after she barged in my house, after all that, she come down the road. I don't live far from her. She barged in my house. This is all on camera. I jump out my chair. She gets in my face, cussing me. I cussed her back. I said some pretty bad words. Yes, I did. Because she barged in my house. Okay. My daughter was also recording. She tried to take the phone from my daughter. She told me that she thought I took her grandbaby. Like, that is the worst thing that you could ever say to me. That is worse than punching me in the face. She did not hit me. I am not scared of her. She didn't hit me.
Do you think Billy really thought that the babysitter took, or do you think she was trying to switch the narrative, or do you think she was just so angry at the whole entire situation she just needed to rage on someone, take her anger out? What do y'all think?
She just yelled in my face a lot, but I yelled right back. Okay. She said that I had stole her grandbaby. How do you do that? Someone that has been good to your grandkids, someone that has 6 kids of her own that are grown. How do you do that to somebody? And then she started screaming all the way down the road for my neighbors to hear. And like, I don't care because they know me. They know the person I am. And then she started saying that she paid $700 for my kids to go to Splash in the Burris. My kids are grown. Okay. She asked me to take Quinton and Zane. Yes, she did buy the tickets. Just like I told the FBI agent, I never used them tickets. Them tickets are still there. The ticket thing is still on my phone. I never took her grandkids. I never took mine. She's never did nothing for me. I literally did not charge them a lot of money to keep these babies because I was worried about these babies. And not only me, there's neighbors up and down this road that has seen these babies outside. And I'm getting a lot of mad faces, and that's okay because I have the truth. Every text that I have sent Billy Joe is on these phones. Every text, every conversation I've had with Billy Joe is recorded in my house. So the FBI can check this. I don't care. Like, I never want to go bash nobody. I am a Christian, but a Christian can stand up for herself, especially when you accuse me of stealing your grandbaby. I would never do that. I don't have anything on my record. I've never had defects at my house. My kids are grown. My kids have done really good. Like, I'm not, and I have no reason to judge anybody. I mean, I've did stuff in my life. I'm not perfect, but never stuff like that. And I just love these kids. And I didn't steal nobody. I didn't do anything wrong. So she can bash me all she wants to, but God don't like ugly. And it's going to come back on her for doing this 100%. So somebody keeps asking me, do I think Leilani done it? I'm going to tell you this, that a mother that lets her kids outside, that doesn't watch them, that numerous people have seen, that they're bruised, they're dirty, and there's plenty of evidence of this.
I think this boils down to like mother, like daughter. I think mother and daughter are basically very similar naturally.
This, you tell me what you think. I told Billy Joe my concerns. I sent her stuff, and she didn't listen to me. So she can't blame anybody but herself for what has happened. Nobody. And I see a lot of people commenting, but I can't do that. I can't answer all these questions right now. I don't know much about what's going on over there. I don't know what the FBI is saying. I did talk to the FBI. They checked my cameras. I I told them I would take, when I called the police today on her because I was going to press charges. You can't just bust in someone's house, and I'm still going to do it. I'm calling a lawyer Monday morning. You can't just bust in someone's house and then try to take their daughter's cell phone and hit their hand. You can't do that. Like, that's not allowed. But this has got out of hand. This is about Quinton. This is about Monkey. And yes, I am just a babysitter, I guess. But I watched out for them kids more than their mother ever did. So you can say what you want about me, have all the opinions you want, but it doesn't matter because I know the truth and other people know the truth. And that is exactly what I wanted to say. That's it. I'm praying that Quinton is still alive. I'm hoping he is. I would love to just be able to see his face. He is a precious child. So is Zane. So is Sky.
You can tell she's telling the legit truth here. And you can tell when she talks about those kids, you can see the instant joy and the, you know, when you talk about someone, it brings back that memory. So I believe her.
I don't know what happened to him, but I know what they went through. I know what their mother didn't do for these kids. And she didn't. So this is what I wanted to say. I wanted to come on here and say that Billy Joe can spread all the lies that she wants about me. It is about finding this baby, this precious baby. And you know what? God is in this situation. God knows. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. God does, but it'll all come out. Everything that happened will come out. So hate me, like me, I don't care. This is the truth. It's my side, but it is the truth. And like I said, I told the FBI, they have all these phones. They have all the messages where I've sent. Literally, Quinton come over the other day with bruises, belt bruises on his arm and on his neck. I text Billy Joe. I never got a text back. So I don't know what happened to these babies. I just know that I just know that I didn't do anything to the baby. We loved him. And I think that it's not okay for Billy Joe just to come in my house and uninvited and do what she thinks she can do and spread rumors about me. It's lies. So that's all I got to say. Yes, Billy Joe did tell me that she had custody of the boys. I'm answering a question. She did tell me she had custody of the boys and that Leilani did not. And like I said, I've never said nothing bad about Billy Joe, but she come after me for no reason. I know she's got emotions right now and people, you know, already comment on my thing. Well, you shouldn't do this to the grandma. Well, she shouldn't do it to me because I was the one that was here with the babies. And all I was doing was trying to tell her what was going on. So if I'm a bad person for that, then let me be a bad person for that. Could I go through the timeline again? Okay, at 5:29, I got a text on Wednesday morning saying that from Danny that they was not coming. Leilani was with them. Then at 9 o'clock, I got a text from Danny asking me if I had seen him. I said no. I called him immediately. He said they couldn't find him. I went over to their house. She did not end up calling the police until after I got there. It was about, I think it was about 9:35, 9:40 when they finally called the police. And literally that's all I know. All I know is what I seen, and not just me. It's more people down here, this road. What I seen when they were with Leilani. That's what I seen. I never said that I was their mother. I'm not their mother. I'm just someone that cares. That's it. I'm just someone that cares. And sometimes I think that gets me in trouble because I care too much. But yes, that's all I got to say. I just wanted to set the record straight. I just wanted everyone to know what was going on. But I have texts, all the texts that Billy Joe and me text today. I never cussed her. I never said anything bad to her, negative. She just went off on me for no reason. But I can back everything up. Everything can be backed up. So I'm going to let it go after this. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. And I'm going to put it in God's hands. That's all I can do. So thank you all for watching. I know everybody on here, there's so many people around the world that is praying for Monkey. I called him Monkey. Me and my girls called him Monkey. And he would just smile ear to ear. And he smiled with his eyes when you called him Monkey. He just smiled so big. But we're praying. we still have faith, and that's all I got to say. But thank you guys that joined. Thank you for the positive remarks that's been coming in. And thank you to those who just are bashing me. It's okay. I know. So, all right. Well, I hope y'all guys have a good night. If you have any more questions, I can try to answer them in my message. This is really just overwhelming to me, everything that's going on. Yes, ma'am. I do not think Billy Joe is innocent because, like I said, I got in contact with her several times about what was going on. And I never said that before. But if, you're going to blame me for this and I've been so good to your grandkids, I'm going to tell you how I feel. I feel like you should have come when I text you all them things and told you what was going on, because them babies needed you and you wasn't there.
I think Billy Joe is mad at herself as well. Because this babysitter, the moment she kind of found out, Quinton was missing, she was right over there. And she had told Billy Joe, listen, I told you all of these things, and what did you do? Nothing. This was the default order for the paternity and child support. Quinton Simon and versus Lilani Simon. Georgia Department of Human Resources. And then Quinton Simon's mom was ordered she would have to start paying child support on Quinton and his older brother. The judge decision was just a week before Quinton went missing and filed with the clerk last Wednesday morning. Could that be part of it? Do you guys think that could be part of it? That she just didn't want to pay child support and she just wasn't a good mother anyways, and something happened? Yeah. That's true. We've all made our mistakes. Billy Joe is mad. That's exactly right. Yeah, I mean, and it just makes you wonder. It's like Billy Joe, like sometimes she sees her daughter as what she really is. But then again, sometimes I feel like they are just the exact same product. So what do you do? The babysitter failed. She should have called CP. Yeah, that's true. She should have. I mean, this is the reason these children go missing is because they were failed by every check and balance in order. And even sometimes you call CPS and still things happen. Human error, human error, human error. And that's what gets us in trouble as individuals, and particularly if you don't see something and you don't say something, listen, don't be afraid of what anybody is going to think of you. If you legitimately see something and are worried, call. Now, if you don't see something, that's a different story. But if you legitimately see something, it's not about making friends with that person. It's about doing the right thing for the child or the children involved. Thank you so very much, Carly Sue, we love you. Excellent stream today. Why would the mother report him 3 hours later? That's a big red flag right there. Exactly. 3 hours. I mean, it feels like it's Summer Wells all over again. You know, Casey Anthony, it took freaking weeks. So Quinton Simon, 20 months old, was reported missing from his home, 535 Buckhalter Road in Savannah, Georgia, on October 5th, 2022. He was last seen wearing a light blue Sesame Street shirt and black pants. Just a beautiful. All justice for you at gmail.com. So yes, so if there is any other thing that comes out on this today, I will be live straight away, promise you. I am filming a video right now of a case that really disturbed me, and hopefully I should have that out in the next couple days after I'm almost done with filming it. And then of course I've got to edit it, so it'll be on a it's kind of like this, on a babysitter, but in this case it was the babysitter that went to prison. So anyway, thank you all. I appreciate you so much from the bottom of my heart. I really do. You could have chosen to be anywhere right now, and you chose to spend it with me, and I am grateful for that. And you chose to be here for Quinton, which is why we are all here. And I really thank you all. Please, yes, if you don't mind, hit the thumbs up. It's a free way to every thumb that goes up, it sends it into the algorithm a little bit further. So maybe one more person sees this, and it's very, very important. So if you haven't, please do hit that thumbs up. Any update on the POS did what he did to that family last week? Yes. We're going to go into that maybe even this evening, April. His brother was also arrested in that case, which we knew he had to have help. So God bless each and every one of you. I appreciate you. Have a good day. Take good care of yourself. Take good care of your family. And I love you all. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.